Welcome in, my phoenixes, and tonight we are doing a you versus them scenario, masculine energies versus feminine energies and what's connecting them. Only take messages as they resonate with you, leave the rest. If you resonate on the masculine side and you're feminine, or vice versa, these readings are not gender specific, so take how the messages are resonating with you at this time. Alright, Angel Spirit guys, what does the collective need to know? What is the masculine energies? For tonight we see the cat, which I'm dropping the cat with his intuition. So the masculines at this time are in some intuitive energies. They are being the cat at this time. I feel like whatever. Feminine energies, please. Angel Spirit guides. What's the feminine energies for tonight? We see the snow leopard, both felines, I might add, but the watcher. So the feminine is in the snow leopard energies. She's in the watcher's energies. Masculine's using his intuition. The feminine is watching feminine. Bottom of the deck, we see creation, which is the snake. Alright, let's get some cards on this. Angel Spirit guides. Masculine, please. Anything else for the masculine? Across the deck. Okay. First up the top, we see Six of Swords. The masculine is going into some calmer waters at this time, and he's coming out of some fear. He may have been in some shadow energy, but he's coming out of that at this time. And he's a little out in the open. He's not really holding things close. He's kind of out and about, and he may be involved in the legal system at this time, our masculines. Was trying to get a just outcome. But he's going into calmer waters, he's coming out of fear, and everything seems to be out in the open. We see the Ten of Pentacles bottom of the deck. Two more cards, please, for the masculine. We see the King of Swords, so the masculine is in some King of Swords energies. At this time, he's trying to balance his life. So the masculine's going into calmer waters, coming out of fear, out in the open, might be involved with the justice system, and he's taking some King of Swords energy, so very authoritative, very sharp at this time, and he's trying to balance himself out. What is the feminine energies? Alright. So the feminine's kind of waiting at this time. She's waiting for a new start. She's maybe waiting on an emperor. She could be taking on some emperor energies at this time, doing emperorish things. I don't think that's a word, but she is a bit at a lack at this time. She could be waiting on an emperor. Coming out of heartbreak, we see the Lovers, we see a victory, so there's going to be some sort of victory for the feminine, maybe waiting on this King of Swords, maybe waiting on this Emperor, and it's a love decision, it's a choice she has to make. It could be a coming together, but she's coming out of some heartbreak at this time. What's connecting masculine, feminine? We see the Wheel of Fortune that's connecting the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and strength. So between the masculine and feminine, what's connecting them is a Wheel of Fortune, a Nine of Cups, and some strength at this time. And it might be a little bit of stress on both sides, but we will have to see. Alright. More for the masculine, please, Angel Spirit guides. So the masculine is coming out of some sort of betrayal, going into calmer waters. He's laying some seeds maybe for a new start. He's been coming out of fear about the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, what's that? It's the Four of Wands. So he wants to have a celebration, to come together. We see people on the beach and the Four Wands. This is sometimes the halfway to marriage card. But it's a coming together and a celebrating, and it's out in the open. We have a double confirmation on the Two of Coins. So the masculine really is trying to balance out his life at this time. It's the Justice. Justice is the Star, so there's some deep healing for this masculine at this time. Maybe a just outcome. Maybe he was involved in the court system and things are now coming to a conclusion and leading towards healing at this time. King of Swords. King of Swords is the King of Swords. Well, masculine is definitely in some King of Swords energy. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. So maybe he's laying seeds for Queen of Swords. Well, let's check out the feminine's energies at this time. What's she waiting on? She's waiting to come out of some fighting. Maybe there's been a lot of conflict around this feminine at this time. And over the Emperor, we see the King of Wands. So she wants something passionate. She wants something new. Over the Five of Pentacles, we see the Empress. So she's wanting to come forward. You know, she's trying to sit in her Empress energies, even though she's at a bit of a lack at this time. She wants something passionate. She wants to come out of fighting. What's this victory? Four of Coins. Whatever this victory is, she's holding really close at this time. The Lovers. The Lovers is a Hierophant. So some sort of higher commitment. She wants to go into some higher commitment. Maybe with this King of Swords. Maybe the King of Swords is taking on some Emperor energies. What's she coming out of heartbreak about? She's coming out of heartbreak. She's still a bit defensive at this time. And what is combining? We see the... Oh my goodness. Well, we see the Queen of Swords over top of the Wheel of Fortune. So there's maybe some... What is the word? Something's coming. It's going to be maybe a bit sharp. Maybe Queen of Swords is going to bring this Wheel of Fortune in at this time. We see the Ace of Swords over the Nine of Cups. So some sort of communication about a wish fulfillment and judgment over the Strength. So there's some judgment on this connection between the masculine and the feminine at this time. Bottom of the deck, we see the High Priestess. So again, using your intuition, both the masculine and feminines in a state of using their intuition at this time and coming out of such conflict, because the masculine, we see the Ten of Swords in reverse, so he's coming out of something that betrayed him, and the feminine coming out of the Five of Wands, so some sort of conflict and some sort of fighting. Angel Spirit Guides. What else do we need to know? Double confirmation on the Justice for the masculine. So might have been involved with the police, involved with the courts. We see the Seven of Cups, so this masculine may have options. He may be having a lot of dreams at this time, and he's kind of gone inward. He's kind of hermited. Sorry, I stuttered there. And there's a third card on triple confirmation on the Two of Coins. So this masculine at this time is really trying to balance his life out. Alright, what's this Four of Wands? You see heartbreak. So maybe there was some heartbreak in the past. This masculine's coming out of whatever the betrayal was. And he's just looking for his wish of cup. His Nine of Cups. His wish of cups. Sorry. My English is not very good today. But, he's having some sort of wish fulfillment at this time. And he is coming out of some heartbreak, and he's really trying to balance himself out at this time, even if he could have been involved with the court system, so he's trying to get himself cleaned up and trying to get everything on the right track. For the feminine, please, angel spirit guides. Double confirmation on the Hierophant, so higher commitment, higher learning. This feminine's looking for something that's more solid and more like an Ace of Pentacles. It's more grounded and you can lay seeds and they'll actually grow and take place. For the feminine, please. Double confirmation on the Emperor. So there is an Emperor in this Empress's like sights. And she's looking for some sort of higher commitment. She's coming out of fighting. She's a bit defensive, but she's going into some calmer waters at this time. 3 more cards, please. 2 more. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. We see the Queen of Pentacles. So that's the mother. They're very nurturing. They're the keeper of their homes, the Queen of Pentacles. So they're very loving. We see a Knight of Cups. So she wants that something that's a bit more romantic. Something, it was 11/11 when I said that. She wants something that's a bit more grounded and solid. And it might be a reconcile with someone from the past. Alright, what is connecting the masculine and the feminine? 2 more? 1 more? Thank you. So we see the 10 of Wands. So there might be a bit of burden coming whenever the Wheel of Fortune comes in. Because sometimes if you find yourself fallen into great fortune, it's sometimes a burden when you have all that fortune and you don't know what to do with. There is a 10 of Swords, so there may have been a betrayal to lead up to this masculine and feminine connecting. And we see the Lovers, so it's a choice, it's a love matter, it's a coming together. Bottom of the deck, we see the King of Swords again. We had double King of Swords on the masculine side. So it looks like there's a lot of healing coming out for both the masculine and the feminine. There was some betrayal in the past, and they just want to come out into something new. The masculine's trying to balance himself out. The feminine's just trying to hold things close and trying to reconcile and go forward and go into calmer waters and come out of such fighting. Want something more serious down the road. Let's get some Moonology. What's some connecting and Moonology messages? Luck is on your side. The new moon in Sagittarius. 2 more. 1 more. Anything else? Bring love into the situation. The new moon in Aquarius. We are coming up to a new moon. It was 1313. Another synchronicity. If you Google it, you can look up the angel number to that and you might learn something pretty cool. Bottom of the deck, look at the bigger picture, the full moon in Sagittarius. So at this time, it's asking you to look at the bigger picture. Alright, and we'll get some final messages from my mixed deck. Mixed Moonology. Actually, this is a mix of my Unicorn cards and my Lightworkers Oracle cards. They're both Oracle cards, but anyways, intuitive messages. Anything else? Anything else? Trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? So sometimes you may be going through life and you don't know if you're exactly doing the right thing and if you're really following your path, but you just gotta trust yourself and trust that you're doing things for the greater good of your life path. Even though sometimes it may not seem that way, just trust yourself and trust your intuition and keep going. Trust your the gut feeling. It says it on the card. What is that feeling trying to tell you? So trust that gut feeling. You know, if you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, you get that gut feeling like you shouldn't be doing it. Or if you're doing something that really gives you the butterflies and makes you feel like you're doing something that makes you feel alive, then maybe you should be doing it. So trust your path and trust your gut into it, like your gut feeling, trust your intuition. And yes, just say yes. So maybe there might be a situation coming up in your life, and this card's just asking you to be open to the possibility of saying yes and trying and experiencing something new. Bottom of the deck, actually, taken from the top. Oh, it's happy surprise. Something very good is about to happen. Sorry. I like the unicorn ones. They don't often come out, so I just pull the top one if there is one. But there is a happy surprise. Alright, I hope you enjoyed tonight's little tarot tale, and until next time, my Phoenixes, later days.